Welcome to Math 116. This PowerPoint is just going to briefly get you through some of the need-to-know things for the course. I call it a survival guide so that we'll all get through the course and maybe by the end we'll love math a little more than we do now. I don't think that's possible for me. Okay, so the instructor is, do you remember that book, The Teacher from the Black Lagoon? Well, that's not me. But I don't know why they always pick on math, but I thought that was really cute. But this is me, not the kid, and a few years ago. And so I just wanted to just have you see my face in this and also see my face here so you could kind of get a feel for what I look like and won't be just talking to a nebulous person out there. Now the objectives, now these are my objectives for the course that I would really like you to just kind of really enjoy the course, just to help you think about math in a more positive way. Some of you might have a positive outlook on it, but some of you might not, so even more positive. And see where math could be used in your life. We're going to do a lot of financial math, some stuff about voting, some stuff about how it can be modeled. It's very exciting. And then to get you to solve problems in a traditional way, which is, paper and pencil, and some non-traditional ways using technologies. We're going to use a lot of Excel in this course. And so it'll be fun. I'm going to show you how to use Excel, and it'll be great. Now, this course is for general education credit. So these are our general education learning outcomes in the math department. And so my tests and quizzes and activities will focus on these learning outcomes, and they're kind of broad. The first one is to interpret and draw inferences from mathematical models such as formulas, graphs, tables, and schematics. And we're going to be doing a lot of that at the beginning of the course. The second one is to represent mathematical information visually, symbolically, numerically, and verbally. And this is like a really tall order. Visually and symbolically, numerically, fantastic. Verbally is a little bit hard online, so you're going to have to do verbal through typing. And the third one is to employ quantitative methods such as arithmetic, algebra, geometry, or statistics to solve problems. Not a problem. We're going to be just doing this through all of the course. And estimate and check mathematical results for reasonableness. And this is really awesome too, because a lot of times you'll get like this huge number and you'll be like, I don't know whether that's reasonable or not. We're going to look at how to do that. And last but not least, recognize the limits of mathematical and statistical methods. And we're going to do that mostly up front at the beginning of the course and a little at the end when we talk about voting methods and how things don't always work out the way we want them to. So those are the things that we're going to be focusing on in this course so that you'll be able to go on to a four-year institution and have your general education credit for your math. That doesn't mean that you won't have to take another math when you go to a four-year school that's related to your major, but it means that if you don't need another math, this will fulfill the general education math requirements for the SUNY system. The schedule. The schedule will be your timeline, and that you're going to look at daily, and that's going to be in Module 1 on your Module tabs. You'll just click on Module 1. It tells all the activities we're doing, when all the tests are, etc. So just keep looking at it. And look at the calendar tab too, because I'll have the due dates in the calendar for activities and discussion, projects, and the final. How many? Well, there's going to be 4 discussions, and that's going to be worth 10% of your grade. 7 activities worth 20% of the grade. A project which is divided into 3 different parts. One that's related to the first thing that we're doing, one that's related to mortgages, and one that's related to voting. I decided not to do one huge project because sometimes I think online a big huge task is more easily done broken into parts. 3 tests were 30% of the grade, And then there's going to be a final exam during final exam week worth 20% of the grade. I will prep you for all of these. There'll be review sheets for the test, review for the final. Your discussions will be related to the material, so it won't be that bad. You can view my lectures to each section, because each section has a lecture on iTunes U. The notes are also available as a PDF file in the lecture notes in each module. You'll see lecture notes. And then there's also documents that aren't completed, so that you might want to print them out or post it and follow along in the lecture, and it can serve also as extra practice. Or you can do them along with me in the lectures, just kind of like a regular classroom lecture setting. How to view your grade? All you have to do is click on the report tab, because I update grades constantly as you do the assignments. Under the tab report settings, you do under categories, you click on that, use the down arrow to select grades, and then click on the run button, and you'll totally see them. And then I want to just say, if there's any issues with your grades, don't hesitate to email me. It's better to do it now, get it out of the way, than don't stew about it. And here's your advice from me. Do all the assignments in a timely fashion. I mean, things happen. And so if anything happens and something happens, just email me, because you need to keep in contact with me. Think of it as like a job. Ask lots of questions via email, my office hours, or the math lab, which is located on the first floor of the library if you're on campus. If you're not, just keep bugging me and keep emailing me, because I will answer them. Get help when you need it. Don't wait. Don't go, oh my gosh, well, I think I can get this. Just do it right away, because that's what I'm here for, and that's what I like to do. That's why I teach. And make sure you see all the announcements by clicking all in the announcement area. Just get them all up there, okay? Now, to get started, you can click on the Modules tab, click on Module 1, read the course policy, and a lot of what I said in this is in the course policy, but it's super duper important to just read it over, make sure you understand, see if you have any questions on it. If you have any academic accommodations, like extended time on tests, things like that, please email me right away. I had a student last semester who did it right away. We got right on it. It was awesome. So just let me know. Participate in the first discussion and do activity number 1 and read the assignment timeline. And remember, a day without doing math is like a day without sunshine. Have fun and keep in touch.